Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver and welcome back to World of Horror. So listen, exciting news. The update is going to... We haven't gotten an official release date, but, and I quote, hold on, I need to open Discord, because, you know, I need to actually, like, read the direct quote, but from the developer's, well, keyboard, next release will most likely be next weekend. So, you know, we're talking about the 27th to the 28th. So mark it on the calendar. Take the day off of work. Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker, I sleep. World of Horror Early Access Update, real shit. We're back at it again, and today, I think, like, I kind of wanted to see if we could try to do, like, a pacifist run. And we're gonna pick Yashiro for that. Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna buy the small candle, and then we're going to run from every combat and hopefully get stealth, which is gonna be really weird. But, yeah. I think Yashiro probably has, out of all the characters, the most catch-up mechanics, so to speak, with low amounts of EXP. I think Koigi would also be a perfectly viable candidate for a pacifist run because of deduction, but first we need to define what the pacifism run is, because I have seen some people talking about it, but I don't know the rules for it. So, here's what it means to me. You're not allowed to kill any enemies. Period. Like, you're not allowed to kill enemies, but bosses can be a little bit different, okay? I think that, well, are they? No, I think that if you get a boss, you have to get out of that boss somehow. So, if we get Akamanto, or a mandatory boss, I think that's a hit queue moment. But, so, no fighting in general. You have to solve combat non-lethally, and no acts of arson as well, alright? No acts of arsony, because that would also be pretty weird. So, that would also be pretty violent. So, I will add an addendum, because I highly doubt we're gonna do it, but I think the crowbar ending to Morbid Mermaids is acceptable, because you're not toppling over a lamp and burning down a building, you're not killing... You are technically killing him, but your character doesn't know, right? Like, your character is trying to escape into the sewers. You are not trying to kill the janitor by removing the manhole cover. And so I think that that's just for my own sanity, because if we get mermaids, I don't really want to try to, like, grind for the Innsmouth curse. Or, I mean, I suppose if we're doing Timeline B, we could just shake his hand and walk away. That being said, what timeline do we want to do? Timeline A for well, Timeline B makes Morbid Mermaids a lot better, because we can just, like, always bypass it without using the crowbar. But Timeline A has a lot less boss fights, and Timeline B has boss fights that you have to either kill or interact with in some way. So no throwing the torch. I said no acts of arsony. So we're gonna do Timeline A, because I think that's just probably better. And we're gonna do medical history, because we're not gonna be fighting. And we're not gonna do, I know some people were talking about doing a pacifist run with Kathak Odarasu on Harbinger of Doom. I think you're insane, and I think that's a challenge just for, like, masochism's sake. So we're gonna do Ath Yelazath to give us some options, because, I mean, we're just doing a regular pacifist run for now. So what I want is I want the small candle, and so what we're gonna do, gonna get rid of the dog shop, we're gonna get rid of the, and we're gonna open up the occult store, and we're gonna go ahead and try to lockpick the lighthouse, because, I mean, these locks look absolutely terrible. You could probably just get, like, a paper clip and shoogle them open, Or, you know, you could just go to the department store, pick up a wrench, and, like, hit the locks off the door, like, rather easily. But second mystery, second enemy. So second mystery, light source, second enemy, Takashi, and knowledge. So knowledge is easy. We get these. So no item. That is a little bit of a bummer, but we can get 3 funds through here. And obviously, like, the most friendly person you've ever met is going to be wearing Faith merchandise, because, you know, obviously, Faith is a great game. And I don't know how valuable EXP is going to be in this specific run, but we need to check. Okay, that's not a run ender. Okay, this is... I think we got... Do we have to hit Q? I think we have to hit Q because of Violent Vigil, because technically speaking, you are stabbing people to death. Other than that, everything is doable. So, like, okay, so if we try to go for a pacifist run seriously, I think we hit Q here. Because... Well, okay, hold on. Can you run from the... If you can run, and then you're, like, mind-controlled into ritualistically sacrificing them, I think that's okay. But if you can't, then it's not okay. Coma is fine as long as you don't use the Dust of Seeing. Sailors is fine. And so we'll start with Sailors, just because Sailors is completely fine. And we'll just try to get through this with killing the least amount of people as possible. And I'll let... Was this a pacifist run? You decide! Yeah. So give me a small candle. That will be our weapon of choice, and that's it. That's all we need, because we're gonna run from everything else. Well, actually, technically, we would really like to be able to get a, well, I suppose we need to get a, whatchamacallit? A pocket knife, in case we run into a fight that you can't run from. So, what do you do when you see an enemy? We don't engage in violence here. This is a pacifist run. So if we get 3 more EXP, then we can, if we get 3 more EXP, then we can get 2 funds. Or we get 1 fund and get cursed, search the room. We're gonna use the library book, I think. Like, let's just hope we could sell the bandage, that is true. We could sell the bandage. So we could get cursed here. That's pretty bad. Sell the bandage, go to the hardware store. Get the, we need the pocket knife, just in case. It's 2 funds? The pocket knife is 2 funds on Harbinger of Doom? I guess it is 1 fund normally? That's crazy. I mean, we can't do this because it's pacifist run. Like, if it's a failure, it's a failure, but we can't opt into anything where we hurt anybody. That's how I'm gonna, like, interpret the rule, the broad statement of a pacifist run. So, Arcane Storm, that's fine. So, 29% Doom, Mystery 1, it's pretty bad. But, here we are. And we'll do Bulletin. It's the only remotely roads closed situation that we have. And so, how do you do, fellow hunting party? No, we run these. We're gonna do a lot of running in this playthrough, so we better get used to it. You wonder what it could all mean? So, the pocket knife we use against something like the Time Warper, or the Glitched Magician, or something like that, where we're basically forced to fight them, because I'm pretty sure it works on them. It could also potentially be used for ghosts as well. Although, is banishing... I mean, this is something that, like, the rules lawyers would have to get into. But if something is not alive, like a ghost, and you clap and bow, does that count as pacifism? Because you're technically not fighting, you're performing a ritual. And I think the difference is... Oh yeah, if we get school scissors, that's another one that's that we can't do. Have we... It was just ghoul, right? Like, I'm pretty sure it was just ghoul. Like, we haven't fought anybody else yet. And by fought anybody else, I mean, we run these, so... I'm gonna have to give you a serves what, because we can't, like, I don't want to knowingly increase our doom. So, you know, we accidentally broke into somebody's garden. We're gonna... I'm sorry, sir, that's my bad. I'll be leaving immediately. Take the quick route, please. So we leveled up. This is like the one time stealth would be like really nice. But we'll go ahead and take on your own. And we'll go ahead and take... I mean, to be honest, it doesn't really matter what we take. So we could just make it to where knowledge checks are really good for us. Because we are running these regardless. And also, something about Together, right? Like, Together is a modem, a phone modem, right? Like, it's not a thing that... Like it's a piece of machinery, right? And so we could be getting into some philosophical near tomato debate about machines and androids, but it's like it's literally a phone modem from 1984. So is putting that in the recycling bin, or more likely the trash, is that pacifism? Like, these are the real questions that we have to answer, and we have to figure out together. And by together, I mean it's on you, right? Like, you're gonna decide if this is a pacifism run, and you're gonna be like, don't care, didn't ask, plus you should have took that bath in the mansion. So this is where it comes down. Escape by pocket knife, then this run is over, and we have to hit Q. Don't care, didn't ask, plus you sacrificed your family to your granduncle? Aw, crap. Oh, wait! No, we need to do the thing! That's what we should have done. Because if you follow the steps of the ritual, then you don't get into the fights. That's true. Okay, yeah. That's something for the future. I just, like, no thoughts had empty it, like, 90% of the time. Okay, get it over with already. Let me out. Even with a pocket knife, you won't be able to escape. Okay, so, listen, I said it's a pacifist run. We're doing a pacifist run. We are doing a pacifist run. And do you want to try Koigi? Nah, we'll stick with Yashiro. We'll stick with Yashiro for now. Medical history, timeline A, let's go. Stick with Ath-Yelazath for now. Thread of Fate? Oh yeah, definitely gonna be using that. That's... that's the most passive... That's the most... Listen, pacifists can kill people. It's written right here in the rulebook. But you want to know what's not written in the rulebook? Second enemy, knowledge, dexterity, strength, and Takashi. So 3 stat checks, 2 on the left, 1 on the right, and then second enemy. It's kind of a bummer. It is, it's kind of a bummer. Hold on, we need to get the town history. And we should probably take less combat encounters as well. Like, that sounds like a good idea. Again, the most friendly, kind, peaceful person in your life is going to be wearing a Faith t-shirt. I don't make the rules, okay? I just know that if you're wearing Aldorf game merchandise, you are, as they would say, as the kids would say, based. Okay, freaky feature, found footage, doable. Abnormal arms, doable, because the pervert's dead by the time we find him. Doable, not doable. We need to check our mysteries before we prepare, because we're just wasting time. Like, there's no point in preparing the run if you just have to immediately hit Q. We will do this. We will not kill a single soul. What do we got? Doable? Because the plants are what kill Takashi, not you. And you protect Takashi. Sailors is doable. Doable. Not doable. Well, actually, if you're mind-controlled and you sacrifice your whole family, I think that's up to the jury to decide. Household hell is doable. I mean, I hate to say it, man. I hate to say it. But I want to actually do a pacifist run. And is the game designed to do a pacifist run? Absolutely not. But it's about saying that we did it. That's what the point is. Doable? Why is it giving me vigil, dude? Why is it giving me vigil? Why is it giving me freaking vigil, man? Every single time? And I did choose Timeline B that time by just, like, force of habit. So we're gonna get there. We are gonna get there. Okay. Doable? Doable. Why is it vigil? Why is it giving me vigil? Why can it just not give me, like, you just have to not give me vigil and school scissors, and that's it. Like, that's literally it. You just have to not give me those two mysteries, and then we're good to go. Is every copy of World of Horror personalized? Well, there we go. That's another thing that we can't do. It didn't give us vigil that time, though. That's funny. Okay, let me re-specify. Akamanto, vigil, and whatchamacallit. The Akamanto, vigil, and that other one. You know, the thing. We were just talking about it like 5 seconds ago. Before we were cruelly derailed. Okay, we're good. Good. I want to see if we have vigil. We don't have vigil. We have Akamanto, though, so it's giving us two. Giving us two. I'm thinking about mixing it up with Timeline B. I don't know if you've seen it, but there's a really good image on... Well, I saw it on Twitter. Yeah, we don't have medical history. What about it? I saw it on Twitter, and it's a skeleton holding a sign that says, "Lord help me, I'm back on my bullshit." I like it a lot. Sailors, 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 sailors. With a little bit of violent vigil mixed in. Just with a little bit of violent vigil mixed in. Like, here's the thing. You might be like, Web, why don't you cut the camera and then get to a run that has a chance of being, that has a chance of being a pacifist run, and then going from there. The reason why is that the moment I turn the recording software off, it's gonna be there, and whenever I turn the recording software off, I have to completely restart OBS, because OBS is busted for some reason and doesn't work properly. And Joey keeps saying, just uninstall and reinstall, and I'm like, never. I will have this version of OBS until the day that I freaking die. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. It literally gave us, like, one of the mysteries that we're kind of sketched about, and then two of the other mysteries. We're not gonna do Ath this time. Watch. We're gonna do Koiji. We're gonna do Koiji, medical history, and then we're gonna do Goizo, okay? It's seated. Watch, it'll be completely different now. We'll have a chance. No, that's the wrong thing. No, that's also the wrong button. I'm just gonna click the doorway. Okay. Can't do that. Can't do that. Yeah, okay. Okay. I mean, we could potentially do mermaids as well. It's just that you have to get either Timeline B or whatchamacallit. This is, like... Have I ever told you the definition of insanity? It's doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Let's go! Okay. We can do this. We can do this. Okay, we can win these. We can work with this. We can work with this. So, the only thing is we have to figure out how to either get the Inumasu... We have to either get the Inumasu curse or we have to get Mermaid in a Manhole. because we can't purposely topple over a lamp because that would be arson, and we can't kill him because that wouldn't be pacifism. But everything else is doable. Everything else is doable. Everything else is fine. And if we do end up, if we do end up accidentally killing him by opening a manhole, then, you know, comments down below, thank you very much. So, second enemy, strength, charisma, Takashi, knowledge. Okay, so strength, charisma, knowledge, and then second enemy and Takashi. So just remember your second enemy and you'll be fine. And by the way, give me the small candle, and thank you, have a good day. So we'll use the library notes a couple times, but preferably not for a spell that can kill people, which is currently the only thing that we've gotten so far. I mean, Seal of Savesh, +1 strength, interesting. And we'll do it one more time, why not? Ithutu Flame, that's violence. We don't do violence here. We are against it, we are a pacifist. Listen, Eldritch monsters are just friends, okay? Now, plants? I mean, listen, we all know Stockchan is shaped like a friend. But, you know, the man-eating plant, I mean, it is in the name, right? So we'll do... I think we'll do botany to start. Well, no, we can do abnormal arms. Yeah, we'll do abnormal arms, and we'll get the goblet just for fun. The goblet of fire, by the way. And we are gonna get rid of the bandage, and we're gonna get rid of the library notes. And then, although library notes would be nice for rolling for void, we are going to buy the small candle. I said we are going to buy the small candle, not the holy candle, the small candle. Thank you very much. And then we are going to... I mean, if the pocket knife doesn't work against you can't run from this encounter, then there's no reason to get it. So... can we sell these? We cannot sell these? Yeah, we'll just go. I mean, the hospital is low threat level, so nothing wrong with that. Chaos reigns. It is now low threat level. We will take Jar of Blood, and we will correct it and get back to the pacifist run as soon as we can. Now listen, is starting a fire in the hospital pacifism? Ah, crap, I said no acts of arson, god damn it. Oh no. I did say no acts of arson. You do indeed hate to see it. We finally got the run, and then Webweaver just can't help but be a pyromaniac. You do indeed hate to see it. Like, you could hear that. Like, that was like a key slam on cue. Like, that was like a moderator reaching for the banhammer. That was like Zeus reaching for a lightning bolt. Webweaver reaching for Q. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Please, I beg you, just don't show me Violent Vigil. Just don't show me Violent Vigil. Okay, thank God. These are doable. These are doable. These are more than doable. I mean, we got mermaids again, so we're a little scared, but that's fine. We can come back from these for sure. What spell did we get? Multiply wound? Well, that sounds pretty violent, brother. I don't really like that. Moriko? 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 No Moriko. Definitely no Moriko. That's a shame. You know what, dude? We'll find out about the lighthouse later. Pacifists don't go to the final boss before anything else. I mean, yeah, we'll go to the library notes real quick. Absorb. Do it one more time. Ancestral strength? Nah, nah, nah. Get it out of here. And, yeah, let's just go. We'll start with Eerie Eels. And we will discard these 2 items. And by discard, I mean sell. And then we will buy a small candle. Not a large candle or a holy candle, but a appropriately small candle. And then we will just go. We'll just go. Like, I mean, we're gaming now. Check the bathroom. Listen, it's not an act of aggression, but it's not an act of pacifism. That was a neutral action that had no effect on Yashiro's alignment. Yeah, we'll drink some blood here, that's fine. Like, listen, you didn't know that there was blood in there, so it's perfectly fine. A pacifist always diligently reads their mail. This is a run, and I'm already, like, never wanting to do a pacifist run again, because there's just so much setup. Pick up the book. Pacifists return overdue library books. Pacifists will save their friends in need. Now listen, the moderators, the judges can debate this one. But you read the burnt notes about how there are eels that lay eggs in people's eyes, and then your friend has eels in their eyes. Do you perform a medical procedure that saves their life? Is that under the... Like, if you're a doctor, and you take the Hippocratic Oath to do no harm, and you have to do a little harm as a treat to save their life, is that considered pacifism, or is that considered a violation of the run? I'm not hitting Q over that. I refuse. Now, we will do Bulletin. We will do Bulletin. And we will listen to the beautiful music. Okay, okay, yeah, this is, okay. So, this is a glitch in the pacifist run. This is a glitch in the pacifist run, I repeat. The pacifist run has glitched, and you cannot, see the, hold on, there we go, you cannot see... I almost dragged the game off of the screen, but I suppose that would have the same effect. You cannot see HP, and actually, okay, look. There. And then... Oh no, the image is so big that I'm clicking out of the... Get out of here, okay. Okay. There. Now, with that being said, we are talking out our differences. It's taking a long time, though, because, you know, we're just, you know, we need to emotionally reach each other and make sure that, you know, that sound, the sound of beating somebody to death with a small candle, that's not what you hear, okay? That's not what you hear, alright? What you're hearing is... 3, 4, 5. This is us talking out our differences. Okay, this is... What this is, we've resolved our differences, we have learned to respect each other, and we have come to a mutual understanding, and we are on our separate ways, okay? That's what this is. And, hello, sir, I'm not interested. Did you not see the sign, no soliciting? I'm gonna close my door on Gigolo, and we're just gonna move on. Magician glitched, by the way. Is that the first, hold on. There we go. There we go. Just for now. Just for now. Gigolo or Magician Glitched is the second enemy? Yeah, okay, Gigolo is the second enemy, but not an enemy, okay? Not an enemy. We're all friends here, okay? Okay, we're safe, we're safe. What was I hiding from you? Nothing, not at all, nothing at all. We're all friends here. Did I go to the forest twice? No, I didn't. We go to the forest one more time, just as a treat. We go to the forest as a treat. Hello, I am once again asking you for your minus doom. Don't do it. Thank you. We can forget that. Thank you, thank you. We can sell the library notes, and this is a dangerous location, so we might have to forget flesh regrowth if we get unlucky. Or, you know, we just absolutely nail a knowledge check and then we're feeling absolutely fantastic about ourselves. You do love to see that. Listen, sir, I'm sorry for bothering you. I know it's a busy day. Hold on. Regain reason, and then we run away. Sorry for bothering you, sir. And, yeah, so we're cruising. 49% Doom, Mystery 2. Winds of Plague does nothing. First level up. I mean, I will take my weird collection, because, like, what am I going to do with the other two perks? We will take Knowledge, just for fun. And, yeah. We are on our way to being a pacifist. Not only are we on our way to being a pacifist, we are on our way to making friends and saving the world with the power of friendship. Now, we don't really need the forest notes or the burnt notes in our inventory. We'll take a ride. That's fine. We have the health for that for now. But we don't have the money. We don't have the money for, burning a, whatchamacallit. For burning some cash in the bowl, some funds in the bowl. Like, if Premonition's gonna be good for anything, it's gonna be, like, when we get to something that we just auto-choose every single time, we can see what the other stats would do. That was a little risky, by the way. Like, typically, you don't want to lose reason when it's your lowest health stat. This is the second... we fought... we've debated. We've had a constructive debate with two of these enemies in the same run. So, you know, it is what it is. We're just talking out our differences. Don't look at this. Don't look at this. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna just go down here. You baste a turkey, a Thanksgiving turkey with your new friend Glitch Magician at 2010-06. Yeah. Don't worry about this. I accidentally fell over. It's not Glitch Magician's fault. I'm, like, actually dying here. I've been recording, I've been, like, recording videos all day of, like, Inscription. And I feel like, is my voice actually dying? Hopefully not. Anyways, people going out on a boat trip is not... people going out on a boat trip is not, against my pacifist code of conduct and rules. So, you know, they can go out on a boat trip all they want. Now, how are we gonna get in a crowbar or the Innsmouth, whatever? The Innsmouth look? The gills? I don't know. Okay, so the bad information, the lies, are gone from the log, currently. Well, listen, somebody is in trouble, and so we're going to call the police to assist them. That's... because we might not be well enough equipped to help them in their problems, and so the lumpy officer will sort them right out pretty much immediately. So, we would never take Zeal. Like, Zeal is just... I mean, come on, Zeal is barbaric. Like, how could you even suggest that we take such a thing as Zeal? It's one of the worst perks in the game. Why would you want something that allows you to inflict harm on another person? Like, that's ridiculous. We will take her home, because obviously a little girl needs help. We're not gonna stand idly by. The weird guy in, listen. The weird guy covered in injuries due to definitely falling and tripping over himself and not being beaten up by magicians who are bugging out. He will help someone in need, always. It's a part of his pacifistic code of conduct. And you know what? He will not intervene. Like, he walks down a dark alleyway. Miku is like, I'm gonna ruin Yashiro's whole career. He's like, goodbye. It just walks, like, he just, like, picks up the pace. He's like, he's walking, but he's walking very quickly. And then Miku starts running after him, and then he just speed walks out of the alley. Like, he's schmoovin'. So helping a safety inspector do a safety inspection on a local restaurant and everything coming back clean and cool, that's fantastic. So now we have to do this, which I'm a little bit concerned with, admittedly. So what are we gonna do here? Well, I mean, it's obvious. We're gonna get cursed 3 times and try to get the Innsmouth look so that we can get through this without too much pain, I suppose. Wouldn't want to have to... Okay, Time Warper. Oh, let's go! Let's go? You love to see it? You do indeed love to see that. Somebody stole our wallet, and we are upset about this, but we're not gonna do anything about it, except maybe go to the police and, like, request some more police patrols. Saying, like, hey, my wallet was stolen recently. You think you could, like, up the police presence in the area? And they're like, you know, we're kind of fighting off, like, a bunch of deep ones that are coming from the ocean, and we're using a lot of our ammo and bullets for that, and just to try to make the seaside a safer place. And you're like, that's why it's dangerous, and we had to put up, like, a public health advisory not to go to the seaside. And you're like, oh, but I want to go to the beach for my vacation. And you're like, well, if you go to the beach for your vacation, you may or may not be mauled by a giant fish, which is sometimes just how it goes. Like, okay, listen. What we got here is not what we were hoping we would have. And so, instead, I don't know what we do. Like, I got my dog partying over here, and it's like, I'm more interested in that than what we've got going on right now here. Because, like, again, can't commit arson. Can't Can't commit arson. No acts of arsony. And then, it's one fund? Can we sell the human skull? That's fair. Hold on, we're gonna go to the hardware store, alright? We're going to the hardware store. We don't need this anymore. And we don't need this. Give me the crowbar. Let's freaking go, dude. Do we have enough stamina for this? Yes. Maybe you'll do. Okay, so obviously, we're gonna... We are going to... We are going to run away from the crazy man swinging an axe, and we are going to escape. And you're not allowed to. Whoops, that's the wrong one. I'll read this for you. You can't. You know, I don't know why my mascot is on the screen, but to your jubilant surprise, a scaly hand reaches from the open manhole and pulls the janitor inside. They have a long discussion about how trying to kill people with an axe is bad, and after what seems like an eternity, the janitor crawls out of the manhole. He apologizes for being rude, and then he is followed by his newfound friend, who gives him practical life advice, and together they turn the school around and make life better for all the students. That's what happens. That's what happens. That's the canonical thing that happens. And yes, that is the canonical thing that happens. And you cannot change my mind because I am correct. Also, we have 20 fates somehow. So what do we have? Aw, crap. What was our second mystery? I don't remember. What was our second enemy? Gigolo. Yeah. Hold on. I can get us out of this. Okay, so, as you approach a man in a expensive suit, he says, "Hello, Yashiro. I am a friend, and I wished to give you an item before you continue your adventure." And you're like, "No, thank you. I don't need, I don't need your assistance currently." And he's like, "I insist." And you're like, no, please. The log is updating weirdly here. It's very strange. But yeah, he's like, "Allow me to offer you these bath salts." And you're like, "No thanks, I already got some Epsom salt at home." And then you know, "Just give up, kiddo. I'm gonna give you those bath salts for free, whether you like it or not." And then you're like, "That's, you know, I don't really want to carry bath salts around because they're very heavy, so I would appreciate if you didn't, okay. I want to say it was sailors? Nope. It was not sailors? Ah, of course. We were waiting for this the whole time. We don't die here, right? Like, no, of course we don't. Yes, was it Magician Glitched or Magician Glitched? It was Gigolo. Okay, so that was, a pacifist run. A pacifist run. I think that the idea of a pacifist run in World of Horror is a novel one, but I think it would be something that I would personally want to grind out, like, off camera, because, I mean, come on, man, that's, there are so many, like, there are so many things that just ruin a pacifist run, like, a glitched enemy, violent vigil to some extent, Akamanto, any guaranteed boss fight, Takashi, and, you know, like, if you get, like, a guaranteed enemy, like, an enemy that you have to fight, you know, you have to do what we did, which was, like, calmly, coolly, and collected, talk them out of their evil ways to the side of the weirdo priest who definitely is not carrying a bloodied crowbar right now. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. This episode was an absolute disaster, but thank you for tuning in anyways. Hope you're all staying safe out there. Have a good one, and remember, next weekend, let's go!